But a thief was a footloose man. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you get what you need. You get what you need. Hi, and welcome to Barney's Busking Hacks, where we teach you tricks and tips to take your guitar playing to the next level. Today it's You Can't Always Get What You Want by the Rolling Stones. Fantastic song. And first saw it actually in the Big Chill. It's a really rousing orchestral number with these amazing choir boys at the beginning, this sort of angelic introduction to it. And it's such a great record. Like trying to transpose it to a single voice and a single guitar has been a little bit challenging, but the way I've figured it out is that I've actually played it in E, and then to give it some dynamic range, I decided I'm going to play it up that fretboard, actually on the 12th fret. So to play the E an octave up, actually, to begin with, and then the A I also play with that E pattern, but then on the 5th fret. So the 12th fret, which is an octave up, it's actually marked on your fretboard. There are 2 dots, and you can see there's this little circle here as well. But that's where you're planting your first finger. But we're going to play our E differently to how we normally play it. We're actually going to lead with that 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, then the 4th finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then the 2nd finger on the 1st fret of the 4th string. So that's our E pattern really, but we're sliding it all the way up. It's actually the 14th fret where the 3rd and 4th finger are, and then plant that 1st finger on the 12th fret. And why are we doing that? Well, we've got a bit more range and sound. It sort of resonates and rings out a little bit more, and you can always take that 1st finger off to get the E. I met her today at the reception, a glass of wine in her hand. So we're just sliding down to that 5th fret, same chord pattern, that E chord pattern. This time we're planting the 1st finger on the 5th fret, and we're just getting a bit of variation and range, so that when we get into the chorus we can really hammer it out on that low E, which is as low as you can go on the guitar. That's with conventional tuning, obviously. Can't always get what you want. So, you know, met her today at the reception, whatever. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get. And what I'm trying to do is just give it a bit of attitude. I'm sort of thumping that E, and I'm using a bit of palm dampening as well, just to give it a little bit more personality, to increase the dynamics. And I've already got that dynamic range down to the low notes anyway. And what we do on the A, we have to suspend it, or I suspend it. You can't always get what you want. And you suspend it by just putting that 4th finger above the 3rd finger. That's the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. And then the final bit is just that F sharp major. It's a great chord. It's a great place to go from the A to the F major. But if you try sometimes, and then you want to get up to the A, you get what you need back to the E. So the art is, what I try and do is I try and slide it up. If you try sometime. So the first bit is just like, it's about four or five strums. if you on the F major, if you try sometime, 6, down, down, just do that. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down, something like that. Yeah. And then once we've done that, the challenge is to get to the A and slide it up. But if you try sometime, and I'm not sure how to teach that, because it's like an odd number going into an even number. It's like you've only got 3 frets to go up, but actually it's like 4 beats or 2 beats. So you've got to try and squeeze it in, but you'll get that feel. If you try sometime, you get what you need, and then you can go back to that one, or you can go up there, or if you're well into the song, just to give another variation, what I do is you get what you need, just play it open, slide it down. So I'm sliding down to that A, but on both occasions, on the E and the A, I've taken off the first finger now, so it's completely open. If you listen to the record, the build is so magnificent, and this is the best I can do to get the build on the guitar. But in my mind, I can hear all the choirs singing out there and all the instruments playing. So maybe you can impart that emotion by the way that you play it. So let's practice that slide again. But if you try sometime, remember it's a half fit, but if you've got the rhythm going in your head, you'll be able to do that. And then up to that big ending, you get what you need. Other things you can do just to create a bit more dynamic range at the beginning. I'm in it's like putting in like ghost bass notes, but you can slide that first finger down to get a bit more range, if you can, or just slide it all the way. So that's another thing that you can add to it, and that's it. That's the song. I mean, it really is about how you sing it and how you play it, and if it all comes together, you can just it's like 1 and 1 equals 3. You can get a bit more emotion to it. I'll just do it very quickly. Just take you through the key points. Melody and the reception. Glass of wine in her hand. So that's the first bit. You slide up and down with that first finger planted on the 12th fret and the 5th fret. And then remember, we're going to try and pump out. You can always get what you want. Suspense. You can always get what you want. But if you're F sharp major, slide. You get what you open. Get what you need. Attitude. That's it. So listen, thanks for taking part in this session. It's great to have you on board. I've got plenty of other guitar hacks on my channel. Please subscribe. But most important of all, keep practicing and play well.